All right, so this story is coming out of Fox News. New York nursing home whistleblower. Cuomo's order was ridiculous. Warn officials, we can't be doing this. More than 15,000 people are confirmed to have died in New York nursing homes. Holy shit. So there was a whistleblower. And apparently, if the story is to be believed, they warned Andrew Cuomo. So let's go and get into the story here. A New York nursing home director tells Fox News that Governor Andrew Cuomo's orders last year requiring such facilities to take in COVID positive patients released from hospitals was ridiculous, and that he warned state officials, we can't be doing this. Michael Kraus, the administrator of the Silver Lake Specialized Care Center in Staten Island, said he immediately raised the alarm after first hearing about the March 25th, 2020 order in the conference call with other directors, hearing the hospital officials and leaders and state officials. I said, that's ridiculous. We can't be doing this. It's just not right to the residents, Kraus told Fox News in an exclusive interview with correspondent Asha Hasni that aired Thursday on America Reports. That's very interesting because, again, I want to give you a nice little recap as to what happened here. I mean, first, it was many people noticed the COVID nursing home deaths, and Andrew Cuomo was given specific guidelines from the CDC as to what to do with nursing homes and what not to do. He totally ignored those, and he put positive COVID patients in nursing homes around older people who are very much susceptible to the virus. Well, when he did that, a bunch of people died. And he tried to cover it up, and then it was the state attorney general in New York named Letitia James. She discovered it, and she mentioned it, and she mentioned that the state had underreported in the State Department of Health, and that was apparently Andrew Cuomo's administration who ordered that. So then he threatens a Democratic assemblyman named Ron Kim. And Ron Kim said that if that Andrew Cuomo called him on a Saturday while he was bathing his children and said that if you don't put out a positive statement about me, the COVID nursing home scandal, I can ruin your career. Well, the problem with that is that he's lawyered up and he's suing. And then you have all the women who are coming forward about Andrew Cuomo now. So now you're getting a true scope of how bad things have gotten for Andrew Cuomo. This is Kraus here. He's a Jewish guy. And this is going to be very, very interesting. I'm very, very curious as to how this develops. And you vocalized that on these phone conversations, Hasney asked. I did vocalize it, Kraus said. And then once it was shot down, I never spoke again. So he mentions this apparently, according to what he said. And then he got shot down. He says, well, I'm not going to just talk about it ever freaking again. And that sounds so much like Andrew Cuomo. Whereas he thinks he's the smartest guy in the whole room. And if anyone offers anything that's even contrary, well, he's going to bite their fucking head off. Kraus, for the first time, revealed what happened behind the scenes following the controversial directive in New York, where more than 15,000 people are confirmed to have died in state nursing homes and long-term care facilities from COVID-19. However, as recently as January, New York reported a fraction of that number, around 8,500 deaths. Critics blame Cuomo's order, which he rescinded in May 2020. The issue made national headlines last month when top Cuomo advisor Melissa DeRosa told Democratic state lawmakers that the governor's administration had withheld information about a death toll because, as she put it, we froze in the face of a potential federal investigation from the Trump administration. Cuomo himself subsequently acknowledged that both state lawmakers and the Department of Justice had made requests in August 2020 for a full accounting of nursing home deaths. Earlier on this month, the New York Times and Wall Street Journal reported that top aides to the governor pressured health officials over the summer to remove data from a report that showed the number of COVID-related nursing home deaths were higher than publicly acknowledged at the time. That, once again, that kind of encapsulates what happened there. It's gotten bad enough. It's gotten bad enough. Whereas, and again, these are just claims from this guy. But I'm gonna show you just how bad things have actually gotten in New York in terms of people wanting Andrew Cuomo to just fucking leave, to just go. Cuomo's got to go, says plain banner over New York State House. The banner was bankrolled by three women's rights advocacy groups: Women's March, Ultraviolet, and Girls for Gender Equality. That is, once again, so women's groups are flying stuff. So a banner on a plane flying near the state capitol in Albany on Wednesday said, "Embattled Governor Andrew Cuomo's got to go." The banner was bankrolled by three women's rights Advocacy groups, Women's March, Ultraviolet, and Girls for Gender Equality. The sky turned unfriendly for the governor when the New Yorkers say Cuomo's got to go. Banner flew by the Capitol building in downtown Albany after 11 a.m. That is interesting. And now that you're seeing all these things unfold, you're starting to realize just how much trouble Andrew Cuomo truly is. You realize just how much trouble Andrew Cuomo is truly in.